The artistry creates the world. I'm Kai Campbell, one of the owners of Burger Walla. Thank you so much. You know how long it took me to get this interview? But he's here. Those burgers, man. You're an artist. So I do the vegan burger, vegetarian burger. And the last one I had here, you put some work in it. I know you did.
Yeah, I mean, we put a lot of work in everything. You know what I mean? You know, it's not one of those things where we don't try to dumb anything down. You know what I mean? We don't think, when people think of fast food or fast casual, it's always a dumbed down, cheapened product. And that's something that is part of our mission. We're not going to dumb anything down. We're not going to cheapen anything down. It costs what it costs. And, you know, good things should have a value.
Right. And so when I talk about artistry, I mean, how'd you get this concept of the sandwiches? Because, I mean, you really, truly create art. You tell me you have a sandwich every month?
Yeah, so, I mean, we do a burger a month every month. It changes. We haven't replicated any one yet. And we will this year because there's just so much demand for some joints that we did last year. You know, so, but we're passionate about burgers, we're passionate about Indian food, and we're passionate about trying to figure out what works. You know what I mean? It's sort of like you never know. An artist can see a blank canvas. How do they come up with a different picture? You know what I mean? It's right knows. I don't know.
You answered my next question. You know, it's like, how does that work? I mean, like, you have a dream and you have a new sandwich, or you get inspiration from.
I mean, it's a lot of inspiration. Right. Like, so if you take into account the Oaxaqueño burger, which is what we did in January, that was inspired by a recent trip to Oaxaca, Mexico, and you know the artisans that we spent time with down there, you know, family that have like a coffee shop down there, and seeing how they grind, you know what I'm saying, and how they work and how they play with everything, the culture, the elements, the food. It's just so we get inspiration, you know what I mean. So then we did an aphrodisiac burger. Afro is in, you know, kicking it with the froze, and you know that was a salmon burger. You know, we love salmon. Aphrodisiac, we had some fried oysters on top of it. You know? And it's Valentine's Day, and it's Black History Month. You know, so it's like, you know, we take inspiration from the community, the culture of which we're a part. You know?
Right, and isn't there you have a shrimp burger or something that you have? I understand that's in big demand, right?
Yeah, I mean, the shrimp burger. When we first started, we made it every day, and you know, the labor is heavy on it. You know what I mean? Now, if like today we sold out. It was only on Thursday and Friday. We sold out by 1, and today I was like, man, nobody's ordering shrimp. Like, we just had a lot, and we made more. You know what I mean? So people were like, oh man, you're not making enough. You know, so we made more, and it still sold out by 1. So that's not really, you know what I mean? It's very well received, I think. You either love it or you hate it, but we've been very fortunate that we received like some good response. You know what I mean?
So what do you tell other artists? Because you know, Newark is just like blossoming into this like with the art and the artistry. What do you tell other artists who have ideas and they want to like manifest it?
Just do it. Like, you know, we can't. There's spoken word artists.
Yes.
And there are writers.
Yes.
There are people that speak. But that is an action. You know what I mean? That's not talking about doing something. It's like just doing the action. Just get it out. You know, do it, and that's really what they need to do. You know what I mean? I don't. When things are gentrifying, things are changing. People tend to stop. You can't stop when there's momentum. If you're on a train, you can't say, oh, no. No, you have to say, you know what? I'm on this train, and I'm going to dictate how we sit on this train, or I'm not going to be on the train. I'm going to be left at the last station. You know what I mean? So I think people just need to, one, sacrifice. Like, you know, when people, you can ask my friends and my family how often they see or talk to me. It's a grind. If you're going to do something, but those things that are most valuable, take that effort. You know what I mean? Because if it was just willy-nilly, then, you know, I'm not that fortunate. I'm not that gifted. You know what I'm saying? But it takes work. It takes a dedication. It takes a sacrifice. So we need to band together. We need to sacrifice. Like when we open this spot, it's not just ours. Like is it the singular mind?
Yes.
It's ours as in the collective. Yes. The plural we. You know what I'm saying? So like when people come and oh, you're doing an event, I'm like, no, it's not my event. That's somebody else's event in our space.
Kai, I love that because you explain to people that you have to bring value. When you create an art, you bring the value to the community. It's not just, like you said, it's not just me, but you're making the world a better place. You're making the community a better place. However your art expresses things in. So that energy should be in that.
Yeah. It's the artists are griots, you know what I'm saying? And they tell our story about our past, our present, and our future. You know, there's a reason why we're all here. I was talking with Jerry Gant the other night. People want to talk about. We both said, well, he was like, now y'all playing catch up. Y'all finally catch up. Right. And that's true. You know what I mean? And there's certain members of our community that we need to pay homage to that are the ones that sacrifice so that it would maintain itself. Right? And now that it's, taking the train is going to the next stop, you can't say, oh, you got to get off. They say, no, listen, how do we sit on this train together? You know what I'm saying? Because once the train comes to a certain destination and certain people aren't on it, it's not the same train anymore, and then it recedes. You know what I'm saying? So I think we all have to do it together.
Thanks, man. Yeah. I didn't know you were going to get philosophical. Check them out. What's the address here?
47 Halsey Street.
47 Halsey Street. Good dude. Good dude. And,
appreciate you, bro.
I don't know when we're going to play ball again.
Well, as soon as my knees get right.
All right. Okay. Peace, y'all. Out.